US President Donald Trump has stirred fresh controversy by appearing to shift the blame for the Iran war onto his own defense secretary as questions grow over how the conflict began and why it continues. Blame put on defense secretary. In a recent interaction, Trump suggested that Pete Hegseth was the first to push for military action against Iran. According to Trump, it was Hegseth who advocated striking Iran to prevent it from acquiring nuclear weapons, with the president recalling that the defense chief had said, "Let's do it." The remarks are being seen as an attempt to distance himself from the origins of the war, even as the conflict enters a prolonged and costly phase. Narrative keeps changing. The US administration's stance on the war has shifted multiple times since it began. Initially framed as preventing Iran's nuclear ambitions, later expanded to weakening Iran's military and pushing regime change, now moving towards possible de-escalation and negotiations. Analysts say these changing explanations highlight a lack of clear long-term strategy. Talks versus tensions. Even as Trump hints at winding down the conflict, the ground situation remains tense. The US has paused some strikes to allow talks. Trump claims productive discussions are underway. Iran, however, has denied direct negotiations. This contrast between diplomacy and continued hostilities has added to the uncertainty. Why the blame shift matters. Trump's remarks come at a time when the war has dragged on longer than expected, global oil markets remain unstable, pressure is building within the US to justify the conflict. By pointing to internal advice, the president appears to be reshaping the narrative around how the war began.